Hey superstars, it's your girl Malika aka Miss Magic back with another video. Today we are making our home style perfect meatloaf. But first, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a big thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I do post another video. Alright guys, we're going to get straight on into this nice, moist, delicious meatloaf. For our ingredients, I'm using 3.5 pounds of ground beef. I have 1 cup of milk, 2 eggs, homemade breadcrumbs, which consist of 2 hamburger buns that I've chopped up. I have a half of an onion and a half of a green pepper. I am going to use a few original breadcrumbs. I'm using Slap Your Mama, adobo salt, black pepper, sizzling burger, which is my favorite, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, and then I have some brown sugar for our topping. And once again, the Worcestershire sauce. All right, the first thing we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is saute our vegetables. I'm going to start with the onions first and let those get a little brown before we start in with our green pepper. Once you get them sauteed up a little bit, maybe about 3 to 4 minutes, you can go ahead and add your green pepper. Stir that around and get that sauteed a couple more minutes, and then we're going to let that cool off a bit while we go ahead and make our meatloaf. All right, now I'm going to start with seasoning my meatloaf. I'm using about 3 tablespoons of adobo salt, a tablespoon of black pepper. Guys, you can season as you like. I'm using a tablespoon of my sizzling burger, which is probably like a tablespoon and a half. This really gives the meatloaf great flavor. About a tablespoon of Slap Your Mama seasoning. And then I'm going to put in about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of the Italian seasoning. Now I'm going to go ahead and give that a good mix to make sure my seasoning gets all over my ground beef. Once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and add some Worcestershire sauce, about a tablespoon and a half. This gives your meatloaf a nice rich flavor. Now we're going to go ahead and add our 2 eggs. This is going to keep your meatloaf binded together. Now we're going to go ahead and mix that all together as well, making sure that the Worcestershire sauce and eggs are covered. Now I like to add the ground breadcrumbs just to give it some extra binder, but the real star is the homemade breadcrumbs. This gives your meatloaf that meatloaf texture. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour my cup of milk right over the breadcrumbs. You want to make sure you get them all because you want them to get nice and moist. This is what gives your meatloaf that nice moist texture, and it won't be dry. Now we're going to get rid of this spoon because we're about to go in with our hand and give it a good old mix, old school home style mix with our hands. You can use gloves if you like, but I'm just using my hands. Make sure that the breadcrumbs go ahead and penetrate all over the meat. Don't worry if it seems like it's too moist, it's not. If it seems like it's too moist, it's not. It's just moist enough so your meatloaf will not be dry, trust me. And guys, why y'all ain't tell me I didn't add in my sauteed vegetables? I almost forgot, but that's okay. You can add them in now. We're going to go ahead and add in our sauteed vegetables. I usually add them in before I start putting the eggs and milk in, but that's okay. We can go ahead and put that in now. And we got to go ahead and give it a good mix again because I forgot to put the sauteed vegetables in. Don't be like me. Don't forget. Go ahead and give that a good old mix in with your hands, making sure that the vegetables are evenly distributed all over the meat. All right, guys, now we're going to go ahead and form our meatloaf. I like to put mine over a baking rack with small holes so that the meat won't seep through. And then I put a roasting pan underneath so that the juices can go ahead and drip down in there because ain't nothing worse than a greasy meatloaf. So that's how I like to do it. So go ahead and form yours up into a nice little loaf. Just like this. This is how you want it to look. And now we're going to go ahead and pop that into a 375-degree oven for 1 hour. All right, now we're going to make our sauce. Alright guys, for our meatloaf topping, we have our ketchup, our Worcestershire sauce, and our brown sugar. We're going to start making the topping that we're going to put on, the glaze I should say, for our meatloaf. So I'm going to go ahead and add about 3/4 to a cup of ketchup to my bowl. I do not measure, I eyeball with love. And then we're going to take about 1/4 cup of brown sugar and go ahead and put that in our bowl. Next, we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, and you can use it liberally. It's going to add great flavor to this sauce. Now we're going to go ahead and mix it up. Now this is a great base for a homemade barbecue sauce as well, but we're just using the ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, and the brown sugar. But if you're going to do barbecue sauce, you can add honey, lime, lemon, sriracha, hot sauce, whatever you want, and you'll make a delicious barbecue sauce that is homemade. But this is just for our meatloaf right now. We'll get into making barbecue sauces a little later in another video. But okay, so this is our glaze for our meatloaf once it is done. Also, I do a brown gravy glaze. If you want me to show you how I do that in a separate video, I will have no problem making up another meatloaf and making the brown gravy glaze, because everybody doesn't like sweet on their meatloaf, but guess what? Our family does, so this is how we do it. But sometimes you want a more savory flavor. All right, guys, so now we're going to go ahead and take our meatloaf out the oven. It's been baking for an hour, and we're going to go ahead and put our glaze on our meatloaf. So go ahead, get you like a basting brush, and make sure you slather this glaze all over your meatloaf. We're going to cover it the whole thing, guys. And this is what your meatloaf looks like when it is totally glazed. Now we're going to go ahead and once we're done with that, we're going to pop it back into a 425-degree oven. Don't forget to turn your oven up to 425 degrees so we can bake that goodness in. We'll let our meatloaf bake for another 10 to 15 minutes, and voila, here we are. I put some Italian seasoning on top, and this is our fully cooked juicy moist home style meatloaf. And guys, I plated it with some homemade mashed potatoes and a little broccoli, and there you have it. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit your subscribe button for me, give me a big thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I do post another video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in past, present, and future videos. Love you guys. Bye.